What are the effects of a Trump administration on the commercial real estate side, on the residential real estate side?
A lot of our investors in our fund today have been, I would say, a little bearish on the market for some time. And what I've learned is that many of them are actually ready to increase their investment. And that is because the sentiment has changed.
All right, guys, we're back at Jacobs PC with The Real Deal. I have the CEO and founder of WeLend, a direct lender, Ruben Izgelov. Ruben, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
From what I understand, there's about 7,800 people here.
That's amazing.
And out of all the people, I am standing here with the one and only Leo Jacobs, who is one of the lead sponsors here. His face, his name is everywhere. So Leo, a lot of credit to you on that.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're
Appreciate
doing an
that.
amazing job.
Thank you. We've been walking around. We've been figuring out what the temperature is post-Trump administration winning, right? And look, if you're for him, if you're against him, that's not really what we're here to discuss, right? We're here to discuss effects. What are the effects of a Trump administration on the commercial real estate side, on the residential real estate side? I know you're a lender.
Yeah.
I know you're a lender.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of lending activity in the tri-state area and nationally, as I understand you guys grown. But tell me how this administration is going to affect your business judgment and how you administer your business in the coming, say, first, second, or third quarter.
Sure. So I appreciate that. I mean, look, so I'll give you some sentiment of what I've experienced just, the past couple of days. A lot of our investors in our fund today have been, I would say, a little bearish on the market for some time during, the past administration or the current administration. And their whole viewpoint in terms of increasing their investment or adding more money into our fund was, let's see what happens. It was a wait and see type of game. And I think now seeing that, Trump is the victor here, he's the one that won, I think a lot of them are now more bullish on what's to come. And just yesterday, I mean, you didn't see me here yesterday because I was just running around all of Florida, having a lot of our investors here, meeting with our investors. And what I've learned is that many of them are actually ready to increase their investment. And that is because the sentiment has changed to the positive. And I think just seeing that from yesterday alone definitely demonstrates where we're going. And I think where we're going is in a really positive trajectory. And I look forward to see what's happening.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So let's discuss working with your investors and working with your borrowers.
Yeah.
You've decided in your business judgment that, hey, we want to invest more. Our sentiment is positive. But what about those people that are not agreeing with the policy decisions? What are they saying?
Well, thankfully, in my corner, a lot of the people are agreeing with the sentiment of being positive, right?
Okay.
Thankfully, and I think in your corner as well.
Yes.
I think a lot of the people that are not so positive as to where we're going are really licking their wounds in the corner.
Right.
They're not happy with the upcoming administration for whatever reason and reason of their own. But I think many of the people that we deal with, both from the investor standpoint of view, along with the borrower standpoint of view, are very, very bullish on what's to come. We're starting to see, again, a lot of an increase in investment, but also a lot of deals. I told you, my phone is blowing off the hook. I think right now, literally as we're speaking, my phone is actually, someone is calling. And I'm pretty sure it's either a broker, a borrower, or an investor looking to deploy some money. So I think at the end of the day, I think there's a very, very good positive sentiment in the market, and we just can't wait to see what's going to be happening.
So let's talk about the Fed. What do you think the Fed is going to be saying about all of this right now?
Oh, man.
It's a political question, I know, but I really want to get sentiment on that because...
What time is it now? I think they're supposed to be talking about an hour and a half.
Yeah,
so
about an hour.
12:30 Eastern Standard Time.
What are they thinking? What are they saying?
I think with positivity and, a good administration, there is inevitably inflation. So as the market, sentiment improves, inflation will go up. I think now, the Feds have to think about how to kind of tailor their increase or decrease in the rates based on what the administration is going to be doing in the future, right? Their policies. And I think knowing where Trump is and where his mindset is, knowing that he's been the real deal, you can say, for so many years in the real estate industry, I think there's going to be a lot of positivity and inflation to come. And I think the Feds are fully aware of that, and they're going to be doing whatever they can to actually try to curtail that. So maybe a Fed, rate reduction is coming. A lot of the polls are showing 25 basis point decrease, but it's also possible that they may just stay flat. I think Europe just actually reduced their rates by 25 basis points, just I think yesterday or earlier today. So that just kind of demonstrates where we as Americans may be going.
So you're saying that the Fed is going to follow the sentiments of the people, the positive outlook because of the Trump administration win, and they're going to kind of say, okay, we'll nod to you, we'll drop the 25 basis points. Is that
Correct.
basically what you're saying?
Correct.
I guess my last question is, in the market sentiment, say we're assuming it's going to go in a positive direction, what has to change for the business decisions to become faster and stronger?
We are New York based. WeLend is New York based. And I think just looking at the polls, I think there has to be a change in policy. What has worked in the past may not work today, and it may not work tomorrow.
I would agree with that. Yes.
And I think that, just looking at, the new red wave, as they say,
That's right.
demonstrates that policies need to change, and people need to recognize that what worked yesterday is not working today.
Well, let's hope that the Trump administration knows what they're doing.
It looks like, the whole world is sharing that sentiment. Whether it's, the Trump administration or not, I think the entire world is moving in the right direction, and we just can't wait to really be a part of that.
Well, I appreciate you, Ruben. Thank you
Leo,
so
as
much.
always, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure, guys. Thank you.